the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Locke working out of the gun. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 7.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Henry, solid way to start the drive. 13 yards picking up the first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
At the 46-yard line.
The toss right to Henry. Runs over it. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10, Taylor now. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake.
The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
It's a pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Play action. It's Jackson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On first down, it's Taylor. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. And 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Block off of play action. And this is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Cincinnati.
Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
Ravens 17.
Gano the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back in.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. On play action, Locke. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Off the play fake, Locke. Flush to his right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line.
40-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a mid-order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
On second down now, it's Henry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. Henry. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just...
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Yetur Gross-Matos
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
At their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Locke. Johnson with a completion over the middle. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
First down, Cincinnati.
From the gun, it's Locke. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Number 14.
Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Makes the score.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
Derrick Henry.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 3rd quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson.
Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 1st down, Locke. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. I love plays like that. Defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 15-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
51.
Jackson from the shotgun. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. And we heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
A first down carry for Henry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Henry. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Henry on the handoff.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Being chased out left. 20. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
Point conversion.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
28. Bengals.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Pick up of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Locke. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Off play action. Locke going deep for Diggs. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Locke. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Locke. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Off the play fake. Locke. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Locke. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
To Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Will tie the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return comes Drake.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They'll run on first down. Henry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing now is Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
4-yard line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off play action. Block. And this will be incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Back to throw. Lock. Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Touchdown.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. On the return comes Drake.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The intended receiver there, Kenyon Drake. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We're going into the final play of this